morning, Kyle. I wanted to take a moment here and review the lesson we had the other day. When we take a look at this, we're going to jump right into it and take a look right at your stance. One of the first things I know with you being a beginner and getting things started off with, we make adaptations. We try to do what we believe is right. So one of the first things we actually worked on today was trying to get a better stance, a little better foundation, trying to get things introduced to you so that as you make your golf swing, we make a proper turn, we make a proper weight transfer, we take the club back in a proper position, everything goes back like we think. Okay? So initially, what we initially worked on, right in here as we look here, you see it, your stance is dramatically upright. When I say dramatically upright, it means you're almost like you're standing up in your stance. Second, your weight's a little bit back on your heel. So when we talked about kind of controlling where your weight is, we discussed being a little bit more on the balls of your feet, just as if you were shooting a pool cue. Trying to shoot a pool cue while you were shooting, you'd be in a balanced position while holding the cue and making a shot. So as we take a look at this, first things first, we'll jump right into the stance. So as we looked at Adam Scott here, one of the first things we see here, and we're going to flip old Adam around here.
Daddy,
So,
Daddy, the door's gone. Would you want the door's bedroom?
so as you can see here, Adam's just a little more bent over, a little bit straighter back as we bend over here. And then we do see the legs being flexed, which obviously you don't have a problem with. But what we see, the legs are a little bit more of that athletic position, weight being a little bit more geared onto the balls of the feet, arms hanging naturally out away from the body just a little bit here, like we see here, compared to being in real tight and close to the body. So first things first, let's take a look at that and just kind of show you here. As you take your stance, we're going to flip you back around here. Try to get you in your position. So I had you stand straight up. I had you lean forward, flex the knees. As you get into this position, you kind of see it as first much better position. In this case here, it's almost too much bend in the knees, but a much better back. When we look here, we don't see as much as your back protruding or as much of a hunch here. So as we started working on, as we worked further into it, what we've seen and what we looked at with you here was a much better position back and forth. I want to get you back in the position here. Much better stance there, especially when we look at one of the drills you're doing. Night and day difference on one where the body's at, two where the weight's at, and three your initial stance and up over the ball. The next thing that we did talk about was your grip. Now we see this is what your grip looked like. More, hands both separated. So what they call this is essentially called what they call a 10-finger grip. By it being a 10-finger grip, you can see hands are both together, and then as I do it in the front, you essentially see the fingers here and here. Now when we go, I introduced to you more of what's called an overlap grip, where now we only see three fingers here. 1, 2, 3, compared to 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, what we do see is on the right hand, the V of the right hand is pointing up towards the left shoulder. So essentially what you do is you take your normal right hand and we simply turned it just a little, keeping the grip in the fingers of the hand. We got that right hand turned over just a little bit. We overlap our pinky finger and index finger, so your left hand, pinky, right hand, index goes right over. Thumb goes right into the lifeline of the left hand. So that much better. And this is kind of what it looks like looking down at it. So much better job there. And what we want to do is we go into this further. I want you to put it on every time. So as you do these drills, as you do these positions, is exactly what I want you to do. So initially we talked about a good weight transfer. Now when I say that here, I'm going to go back to your position here and kind of show you. As you go to take the golf club back, what you can see is almost like we push that weight back to the left hand side, lift the club straight up in the air, and then that right foot, as you can see, like you're dancing. I didn't know you were a ballet dancer. You know, you're pirouetting up into a dance move here, and we don't necessarily need to do that. We can accomplish that by having the stance in a better position, making a good turn back, and then essentially making a good turn down and through. Now what we see here, especially right, there's a difference between this point here to this point here. You can almost see like your left hand is throwing the golf club at the ball. Good result of that. You can see a curvature in the club. You almost see how the club is starting to curve, and that's you releasing the hands early as you get down into the shot and as you make contact with the ball. That left hand taking control and trying to just throw the club at the ball rather than essentially just making a turn. Now, a good example of that, Nick Wyatt here. You can watch Nick. Nick's right-handed here, but it'll be left-handed here. You can see a big difference. Club staying in position, and this hand almost keeping that wrist hinge. Here you can see right about here starting to release that wrist hinge. Right there, completely released. Still some of the wrist hinge, and he's making contact with the ball, but predominantly here you can see how the club is coming into the ball, then he makes the rotation down and through. And that's essentially basically what we worked on in this drill that I showed you. You know, once you have a good proper weight transfer back, you know, we're only, the thing about it is we're only taking it to about waist high and then coming down and through. So essentially waist high drill is what I gave you, you know, but first I gave you the pointer drill. The pointer drill essentially just got you feeling the rotation of your shoulders turning back. And essentially here you can see you pointed back at me. The feet and hands together. Slowly turn back. Head stay still. Hips, shoulders turn back. We turn down. We turn through. Much better position. So 10 to 15, 20 swings that way as you feel just that good rotation. Keep your sternum almost as if you were turning within a barrel, let's just say. But that rotation back and forth is kind of what we want to see. So as we go forward from there, couple times doing that. So I laid down three balls, so in this case 3 tees for you to do outside or do inside, but I want you nice and slow going back. Hit the first tee, feel that rotation going up. You know, we stop right about here. You see we went a little higher there, down, okay, and through. That's all I want you to do. Kind of feel that rotation turning within one position is all I really want you to do. Push back. Hit the first ball. Feel our rotation of our hands and the club face pointing to the sky. Not necessarily the club face, but the toe of the club pointing to the sky. And then down and through. Nice, easy position, turning back and forth in our position. Okay, not bad there. This is what it looked like from behind. As you make your turn back. Good position here, up, and down through. Alright, so one set, if not 2 sets of 20 reps, that's all I'm looking for here. Feeling that rotation turning back, feeling that rotation turning through, keeping our center point. Okay, so then lastly, when you go to hit a golf ball, if you get out, you know, first 20 to 30 balls, if not, try it with a wiffle ball at the house. This is all I want you to do. Push back, keep that blade straight, back, that position nice and slow, down and through. And we're not looking for the ball to go 250 yards on these swings. All we're looking for is making, you know, swinging the club. We're not trying to get any excessive movement with the hands. We're just swinging the club. Okay, feeling the rotation turning back and turning through. That's all we're looking for here, Kyle. Is just trying to feel that consistency. So as we look here, we're going to flip you back around there. I just want to show you your back, especially here, being able to have that rotation when you turn back. And next time we'll talk about the wrist hinge, getting the club turning up. But still look, big difference between those two there. Turn down. Movement, sir, but big difference between those two swings. So Any questions at all, Kyle? I want you to give me a call. Okay, like I said, we worked on your stance, we worked on your grip, we worked on a rotation, transferring back and forth, left side to right side, trying to make a good turn through your shot. Okay, any questions? So, pointer drill, waist high drill, essentially trying to do that. 20 swings with the pointer drill, 20, if not 2 sets of 20 with the waist high drill. Okay, sir? We'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.
Hello, I'm Michael Wyatt. Today we wanted to talk about the waist high drill. Now initially the waist high drill is going to help us on our occasions that we discussed today about how as we take the golf club back and we're probably coming back a little too much to the inside. Now what the idea behind this drill today is initially doing it very slow, just like we're working out. We're not going to do it fast, we're not going to do it, we're doing all kinds of push-ups back and forth really fast, but the whole point of this is the muscle memory. Trying to learn that as we take the club back, we're almost handing the club back to us. So essentially what it initially looks like is as we take the ball back, we're going to set up to it like we normally do. We're going to initially push back with our left hand, and as we push back with our left hand, we're going to almost take the club right back on the same line, and then as the club comes up, we're going to feel the toe of the club go up to the top of the sky. Now as we come back down, we're going to feel the left hand pull back down. We're going to feel just initially the body's going to naturally turn through, but as the club comes down the line, it's going to extend out towards the target and just almost extend out to the exact same point that it was on the right-hand side. Now I'll show you to the face on here a little bit what it looks like as well. It is basically the same thing, but you'll see it on the side view now. Now as we do this, it's very simple. We're going to push back like we said with the left hand as we push the ball back, nice and slow as we come up, and it should look like if you look right down the line and followed your head down the line, you should see almost that club extending right straight down the line, toe being up. Now as we come back through, we're going to pull back down with the left hand, down through impact, extend down the line to our target. Now what I'd like for you to do is do 2 sets of 20 reps with these, seeing the initial nice and slow, taking a break each time. You don't have to do them, like I said, nice and fast, but as we do it nice and slow each time, we do 2 sets of 20, just like we're playing 18 holes of golf. We've got our front 9 for the first set, and the second set's going to be our back 9. If you have any questions, like I said, feel free to give me a call at the store. Thank you.